the right direction. Don't underestimate the power of having some positive momentum.
Well said. Now, here's Warren. Oubre, Markkanen pulls it in. George looking around. Sexton on the wing. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Personal foul.
Well, Sexton likes flexing on the defense from time to time. Great job scoring through contact.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Oubre inside the three-point line. And a little luck that time, but it drops. And so George will bring it up for Utah. Right side, Sexton. Got a piece of it. They recover it. Kessler finds Sexton. Here's Filipowski. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Now the Wizards with it. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
Well, they shot it well because of how selfless they were. You need that kind of chemistry and cohesion on the road.
Left side, George. Now the pass to Kessler. Shoots over Dick. Outside for George. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Sexton. Sexton can't get that one to drop.
You can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Pass to Cornet. Payton in the corner. Oubre inside the three-point line. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. Well, Greg, over the last few seasons, one area of consistency for the Jazz has been their rebounding.
Yeah, and they have some size, and they make controlling the boards a focal point. When you're playing Utah, you better be ready to put a body on somebody.
Now, here's Sexton. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Markkanen can't get it to go. Wizards have gone 2 of 6 from the field. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I caught up with Washington's head coach. He talked about the challenges that come with playing against Lauri Markkanen. Coach said you have to know where Lauri is at all times because he's so effective playing off the ball. He's a knockdown shooter and a smart cutter, and he moves extremely well for his size. This team's got a lot of respect for the mobile 7-footer. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. And here's Sexton, following the three-pointer from Elfrid Payton. Here's Kessler. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. And with spring right around the corner, let's see who's flourishing in the power rankings. You look at the Timberwolves. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
You know, for the Wizards, they've gotten into a bit of a rut. The season hasn't gone as they had hoped. You just get the feeling that they're somewhat discouraged right now, and that has them with an inability to break through. The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. Last time they met was in Utah.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring points.
And they came away with a win last time in large part due to their depth. Great game from their bench.
And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. Pippen against Rose. Another miss by Utah. Now the Wizards with it. They've got a 10-0 run going. Here's Mann. It's good. This time the assist from Rose.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Hendricks. Outside Pippen. It's stolen by Rose. Now here's Rose, the fast break opportunity. And Fournier kicks to Finney-Smith. Here's Mann. That three off the mark. Jazz trail by 10. Passes to Pippen. Rebound by the Wizards. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. Fournier passes to Mann. Drains the three-pointer. Mann's got 6.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
One more time.
A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Kelly Oubre.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Now, here's Sexton. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. 6 to shoot. Here's Pippen. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
That one on Rose.
Second team
And you
foul.
don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Pippen taking 2 shots.
And he sinks the second. Here's Washington. They're on a 16-1 run. On the wing, Mann. A three-pointer off the mark. Jazz trail by 12. Here's Sensabaugh. A 14-point game for him in the win against Detroit. Sexton with it. Outside, Green. Here's Pippen. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
The assist.
And Green is a
Jeff
critical
Green.
role player for this team. His passing is really phenomenal.
Rose passes to Finney-Smith. Count it.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Sensabaugh. Nothing on the board. Lets it go. And he hits the jump shot.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
That's the end of the
And
first
so it's
quarter
Washington
with the score.
with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Wizards?
Just stretching out the floor in that first, they had the defense scrambling.
Yeah, and when you're hitting threes early, that opens up the floor and really helps your offense.
And so George will bring it up for Utah. It's a 10-point game. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And they really got after it from a defensive standpoint throughout that entire game. The turnovers they forced really tell the story.
Well, hey, if you can prevent the other team from getting into a rhythm, the advantage is all yours.
And so in the game for the Jazz, Filipowski's out there with Markkanen. Then it's George. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 2 spot. Out to the right wing. Inside. The shot by Filipowski, no good.
Yeah, there's really no excuse for missing that one. That's just a blown opportunity.
Oubre inside the three-point line. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Oubre's got his second basket of the game. Out to the right wing. There's the pass to Kessler. To the paint. Here's Sensabaugh. It's rebounded by Dick. Wizards leading by 10. To the middle. Here's Payton. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Payton's got his second bucket of the night. Well, Stan, as a former coach, I imagine it has to be hard for you to watch basketball as a fan.
Well, it is. It's very hard, almost impossible. I'm almost always watching from a coach's standpoint, an X and O standpoint. But I will say, even when I was standing on the sidelines, NBA players are so good that you have fan moments even while you're coaching.
It seems like every game we see something we've never seen before, right?
I can remember turning around to my assistants and saying, "Can you believe that?"
From downtown, another miss by Utah.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Dick. And a miss there on the triple. Jazz trail by 12. Here's Sensabaugh. The rebound by Payton.
Yeah, and they're fighting to get back in this one, but unfortunately, he just keeps coming up empty.
Here's Cornette. And another miss by Washington. For Utah, they've gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Pass to Filipowski. Over Payton. Another shot. Here's Kessler. Rebound, Washington. Outside, Covington. For 3, Oubre. And it's hauled in by Lauri Markkanen.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
Kessler passes to Markkanen. Here's Sensabaugh. Defended by Payton. To end the drought. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
First personal
Here's a
foul.
look at what's coming up for the Wizards. On Saturday,
Shooting for
they'll tip
Utah.
off a road trip in Toronto
Sensabaugh.
where they'll take on the Raptors.
2 shots.
That one against the Pistons, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
On the wing, man. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 3 assists in the game. Jazz trail by 13. Pippen, the pass to Green. Fournier against Sexton. Back to Green. And that one, good.
Nice pass
Assisted.
by Sexton there.
Colin
I like
Sexton.
when he looks to set up his teammates.
On the wing, man. From outside, off the mark. They've got a chance to cut the deficit to within 10.
2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining in the second quarter. 2 minutes.
Outside Pippen. Pass to Hendricks. Green against Olynyk. A fadeaway. Green, no luck.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option there.
Warren, the pass to Mann. Second shot opportunity. Fournier dishes to Rose. Mann. The feed to Olynyk. Back to Warren. Wizards passing it around. They grab their own miss. Olynyk can't hit. And so Green will bring it up for the Jazz. They trail by 11. Kicks it to Pippen. Pass to Sensabaugh. Outside Pippen. Over Rose. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Wizards leading by 11. It's Fournier on the wing. The Wizards with another miss. Jazz shooting only 21% from the field so far. Pippen against Rose. Lets it go from 14.
Pippen.
And Pippen gets it to go. Pippen's got 5 points so far.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Here's Mann. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 4 assists now tonight.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game.
Sensabaugh. Second chance shot. The layup off target.
The defense does just enough to alter that shot.
And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so that's the end of the first half. Wizards lead by 12. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Elfrid, what's working for you guys in the first half? How did you get yourselves going?
We able to get out and run. We're getting it out the rim fast and getting out the court.
We'll see if you can keep running in the second half, Elfrid. Thank you. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. After the first 2 quarters of play, it's Washington in control. They are leading by 12. Shaq, what was your takeaway on Washington?
Ball movement was a real factor for them on offense. They played unselfishly with patience. Guys got shots in their favorite spots. When you get those high percentage looks, good things tend to happen.
Kenny, what do you have to say about the Jazz?
Obviously, that was U-G-L-Y. It's ugly. Shooting under 30% from the field, disorganized, chucking up bad shots. Man, I tell you, they have to adjust their play, and they got to get better looks.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Jazz trail by 12. They've got Grady Dick, Kelly Oubre out there with T.J. Warren. Then there's Elfrid Payton, and it's Cornette in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington.
Foul.
And foul on the
Elfrid
shot. He'll
Payton.
shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Elfrid Payton.
Name a type of shot
Shooting for
Deontay
Utah.
George can hit it. More than capable of
Taking
scoring
2
at all
shots.
3 levels.
And George drops them both. All right, Stan, hypothetical situation. Down 1, shot clock is off. If you could pick anyone in the NBA, who do you want taking that shot?
Well, I'm going to go back in time a little bit, Kevin. The guy who really made my career for me as a head coach. I'm taking Dwayne Wade. He was the best that I ever saw. Not only did he have the ability to make clutch shots, he managed the game clock as well as anybody I've ever seen.
The situation was never too big for him, was it?
Never was, and he's so smart in addition to being as talented as he was.
Here's Cornette, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Cornette's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
George, no good. Wizards leading by 12. Knocks it loose. To the inside, Filipowski. It's hauled in by Warren. For Washington, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Dick can't get it to go.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Now, here's Sexton. Dick defending. Offensive rebound. Outside for Sexton. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Sexton's got 8 points.
Well, there's the sleight of hand by Sexton. Launching quick.
So timeout called here, the first for the Wizards. Stan, the NBA awards Wizards impact so much on these players and what they think they can acquire and achieve. How do you feel about the structure of award voting?
Well, right now, Kevin, there's about 100 panelists that each get a vote, and that seems like as good approach as any. Certainly, I need to be on that panel, and you know, I mean, I think we'd probably get more worthy award winners if they would just let me pick them myself.
But you know, they make your picks public, and a lot of times voters are uncomfortable with that.
Yeah, that doesn't really bother me. I'm used to people disagreeing with me anyway. I have a family, Kevin.
Colin Sexton, assisted by...
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Well, with all the momentum they built up, I don't see this run stopping anytime soon.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second three of the game.
Outside, George. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Shot clock at 6, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. A post-All-Star break look now at how the breakdown between three-pointers and other shots have been for Washington.
And clearly they haven't been shy about launching it from long range. That's the way the league has been going, and they are certainly embracing that trend.
Oubre outside. That's good, and it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got his 5th assist in this one.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Utah calls timeout.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, they just have to be more patient. Less forcing and more passing.
The Jazz making a switch here. And let's take this opportunity to show you the most productive rookie rebounders of the last 10 games. You take a look at Filipowski. He does a great job inside, one of the top rebounders in the league.
He's brought that physicality. I mean, given a chance to contribute, he's shown that he can battle inside with the best of them.
Outside, Sexton. Pass to Pippen for the 3. Here's Hendricks. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Relentless effort creates the second chance opportunity.
Oubre on the wing. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like they left their defense in the locker room when they came back out.
Pippen, the pass to Green. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Great find. Leading his teammate right to the bucket.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, this summer we saw the NBA break up its draft into 2 days. The next idea, a bigger break between the draft and the start of free agency. The common thread is giving front offices more time to strategize around these highly consequential decision periods, the NBA calendar. Kevin?
Interesting, D.A. Thank you. Great Colin Sexton, still so young. He entered the league when he was just 19.
Yeah, drafted back in 2018. Sexton has a few years left in his 20s, so you expect him to continue to expand his game and improve on both ends.
Here's Pippen. And it's Finney Smith with the rebound.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
The shot's good. Oubre has got 12 points in the game.
Yeah, it looks like he hit the reset button at halftime. Not sure if it was a mechanical issue, but he's looked much more confident offensively.
Pippen. No good again that time. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. 17-point lead, their biggest. The offensive rebound. Covington finds Oubre. And they'll get another chance. The pass to Finney Smith. Nice ball movement by Washington. They shoot again. Payton's shot is off. Jazz trail by 17. Here's Hendricks. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Now Sexton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the drive. Here's Filipowski. Off target. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's the Wizards as they end the third quarter with a tremendous 17-4 run. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, he's a consummate floor general, surveying the defense and delivering the pass on time and on target.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. They've got Walker Kessler. Lauri Markkanen is out there with Keontae George. And it's Hendricks in at the 4. Right wing. And it's denied. And it's out of bounds to the Jazz as Utah retains possession. And Washington making a change here. Warren's checked in. Here's Sensabaugh. He's covered by Rose. Looking to get it going. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's George. Drops it in from 11 feet.
Nice looking mid-range shot by George. Such an aggressive scorer.
George against Rose. And here's Warren for 3. And they get it back. And Olynyk kicks to Warren. No good with the triple.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Markkanen. And the shot is good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Rose. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Warren on the wing. Launches a 3. Wizards working now with the new shot clock. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Wizards?
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And we're also seeing a lot from them at the arc in this one. Tonight, it's been all about that 3 ball for these guys.
George passes to Markkanen. Shot clock at 5. Kessler trying to get open. Markkanen, good. Markkanen's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, he's got such a sweet shot, but at 7 feet, Markkanen can also hurt you down low. An all-around offensive talent.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
They've given up a lot of 3-pointers here today.
And the Jazz call time here. Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, look, I loved being around the game. And so 2 things happened that drove me into coaching. Number 1, I loved baseball and I couldn't hit one. So that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way. So if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest there.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps. Terrific story. George passes to Kessler. Pass to Markkanen. Shoots over Warren. Misses off the left iron. Wizards leading by 18. Near the 3-point line, it's Olynyk. Utah with the rebound. Kessler's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Sensabaugh. He's guarded by Fournier. Pulls up on the wing. Sensabaugh, no good.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
Rose passes to Warren. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Warren's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Love the confidence from Warren on the catch and shoot. Coaches don't want to see their players hesitate.
Shot to stop the run. The shot comes out. Rose with some nice D. And so it's Rose bringing it up for the Wizards. Giving up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Fournier's shot is off. Jazz trail by 20. Now here is George. Pass to Markkanen. 1:39 left in the game. And Kessler throws it down.
Well, what I love about Walker Kessler, he's a 7-footer who plays like a 7-footer.
Fournier for 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. Filipowski's got his 6th rebound on the night.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Washington.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And you know, this is a win they wanted badly, guys. They did not want to get swept in the season series.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Elfrid Payton.
Well, we saw some exceptional passes from him tonight. His vision did a lot to elevate their offense.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on.
Yeah, it's so frustrating as a coach when it takes your team this long to get into a rhythm.
Markkanen looking it over. Rebound by the Wizards. They led the game at 1 point by 20. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Warren kicks to Rose. Good on the 3-point shot. And the Wizards lead by 17.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
Got a hand on it, and he recovers it. Here's Markkanen. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, TJ. Great win tonight. Multiple players in double digits. You have a lot of offensive weapons out there.
We have a lot of weapons. A lot of guys who can play, make, score, just make stuff happen at the right time for us. Just want to continue to build that chemistry and continue to finish out this road trip strong.
Well, the plane ride's going to be fun tonight, man. I'm sure. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, on 2K Sports. See you next time.